What's going on, all my frag heads and said heads? The champ is here, and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So, man, I'll be 100 with y'all. It's been like 114 plus degrees here in Phoenix, Arizona. My skin is burning. It is literally melting off the bones. With that being said, of course, we want to stay fresh, right? Especially me having this collection. I'm like, you know what? I got to have some things that get the job done in this heat. Now, at first, it was like, okay, I always want to smell like the summer. You know, those summer scents, those aquatics, so forth. And yeah, one of these fragrances will go on that list here. However, what I wanted to do, instead of giving you, my favorite fragrances for the summer, or, my top 10s, my top 5s, I wanted to give you my most complimented fragrances for the summer. Now, I will say I have been getting a lot of compliments on fragrances during the summer. But of course, like I said, in Phoenix, Arizona, I think it's because of your skin getting fried by the sun. It boosts the projection of a lot of these fragrances. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I've been enjoying these compliments, and it's just kind of weird because I've been getting compliments from like coworkers that I don't even really talk to, or the ones that don't talk to me in front of everybody. As crazy as it sounds, but it's like they've been opening up the dialogue. They smell me, something smells good, and sometimes I won't say anything. I'll just keep it pushing like, it's me. I'm gonna wait till you say it to me, or you're gonna ask me what it is. And fortunately, that has been happening. So I wanted to start with a fragrance here that I got a compliment on recently, and this was at the Spence and Crawford fight. Now, I've been getting compliments for this fragrance prior to this, but it was just overwhelming. Like, once one person said it, another person said it, and then a guy jumped in, and he even let me know the fragrance. Well, he didn't let me know the fragrance, but once I told him the brand, he knew what it was. He just didn't know it was the flanker. So, without further ado, that fragrance is going to be Dolce and Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Now, if you're new here, I go ahead and give you a presentation. I tell you the notes that are in here. I tell you why I bought it, why I like it, so forth. With this video, we're going to do something a little different. I'm just going to give you a little bit of story time with these fragrances. Now, of course, I am going to give you the notes, the projection, the longevity, all that good stuff. But it's just not going to be in the review detailed form that I normally do it as. So since we're on the topic of the notes in here is going to be grapefruit, mandarin orange, that's at the top. The middle notes are going to be seawater and juniper, and in the base notes it's going to be musk and amberwood. So I tell you what, I normally don't wear this one in the summer because it does something to my nose. It almost has the effect of sage. Now, I promise you guys, there's sage in here. I know at least at one point in time, I read that the notes in this bad boy was sage, because I couldn't find out why it irritated my nose so much and why I didn't want to wear it during the summer, which is crazy because it's hotter than any other summer, and I'm wearing this thing. But I'm wearing it because, like I said, that sage, it does something to my nose, and I know if it's that powerful to my nostrils, it's going to be powerful anywhere and elsewhere. So that's why I wore it. So, of course, just a little bit of story time when it comes to the notes and everything. The first time I got this fragrance, of course, I had everybody at the job smelling it and got it sent to the job like I normally do. I had the lady smell it for me, and they love it. So this one in particular, I had one lady, or 3 of them actually smelt it and was like, oh. So I knew I had a winner, right? But as you can see, I haven't really worn much of it. So because of that sage note, in my opinion, I just never wore it in the summer. I would wear it more towards spring. Now, of course, when you read the note breakdown, you got a little bit of juniper in there as well. You have the musk, and you have the amberwood. Now, when it comes to musk, I really don't wear a lot of musky fragrances in the summertime because, like I said, it's just overpowering to me. But I know it's going to get the job done. I know it's going to fill up a room. And that's where I think this bad boy shined in the summertime, shine in this 116 degree weather here. And everyone smells me, y'all. The projection of it is crazy. The longevity of it is crazy too. Like I said, so I'm sitting there, I'm loading up my plate. So we at the fight, right? Loading up my plate. One young lady walks by and goes, "Ooh, what you got on?" I'm thinking she's talking about like my shoes or my clothes, because that's mainly what I get my compliments on. Not really my fragrances. Like, fragrances to me kind of give you that boost to everything else. So, what you got on? So I'm like, I'm looking down, and one of the fellows walked by and he goes, He goes, is that light blue? And I'm like, Dolce and Gabbana. Intense though. He like, oh, that's what's up. Another dude walks by, yo, I love that, man. Where did you get it from? So forth, so forth. And I'm like, okay, look, I'm rocking. All right. So that was like the biggest compliment I've received in a long time, where like an entire room said, hey, you smell great. You smell good. What that is, what that be. So I just thought that was dope in general. Now the projection of it lasted forever. I totally forgot. Like, even though I'm at this fight party, you got to keep in mind, there's like a, you know, you got the kids playing in the back and they have the water slides and everything going on. So I'm getting splashed by water. I'm sweating all over the place. I had a couple brewskis, bro. And even when I got home, this thing lasted so long. Like, I wanted to shower right then and there. Like, I just felt my nostrils like pulsating the entire time. But instead, woke up the next morning and, of course, went out to breakfast. But before I went to breakfast, even though I still smelled good, like, this thing was powerful. I was like, I gotta shower. I gotta get this off. You know what I mean? And the old lady was like, you still smell good. That doesn't matter. This thing is so annoying to me. So maybe me expressing this to you, I think it may be the dry down of this fragrance that gets to me. So it must be the musk and the amberwood, but I swear, y'all, it's the sage. Of course, they have juniper listed, which gives it that powdery scent. I do kind of get that powdery scent to it. Then, of course, you have the grapefruit and the mandarin orange, which everyone's going to get from that initial blast. And that kind of lasts forever. So I'm thinking that's what it is, y'all. Like, the grapefruit, the mandarin orange, the seawater, and the juniper is there. And it's present for a good like 6 to 8 hours. And then once that goes away, to me, you get that sage, which must be the musk and the amberwood mixed with a little bit of juniper. Because I guess you can say it's medicinal. I guess you want to say, if that's it. But yeah, without further ado, that's it, y'all, for light blue intense from Dolce and Gabbana. So the second one I'm going to do, which is insane because I wouldn't normally wear this fragrance during the summer because the longevity of this thing is terrible. But I was wearing I used a body wash that day and I wanted to layer it, and I knew this had the note in there. So I said, you know what? I'm going to wear it and see how good it is. So without further ado, because I want you to see what it looks like as I'm discussing these things, it is going to be Sean John Unforgivable. So my first compliment on this fragrance was at work. But before we get into that, I want to read the notes because I know some of you are more about the notes and the longevity and all that good stuff instead of my boring stories. I get it. But the top notes in this thing, which is a lot, is going to be tangerine, green mandarin, grapefruit, Sicilian lemon, bergamot, birch leaf, basil, juniper, which kind of sounds like the entire note breakdown of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense, which is insane. Middle notes: lavender, clary sage, iris. Base notes: rum, cashmere, Australian sandalwood, tonka bean, and amber. So, like I said, it's kind of ironic. Like, the entire note breakdown for the top notes is exactly the entire notes for this. So, I guess I can kind of see where the compliments are coming from. But long story short, my first compliment I got on this was I was wearing it at work one day, and a lady who doesn't really talk to me at all, like, I personally believe she doesn't like me, walks into the room and goes, something smells good. Now, of course, we have diffusers and things like that in the classroom, but, I was like, maybe it's that, maybe it's one of the kids. A lot of the kids wear Nautica Voyage, by the way, but anyways, I'm thinking, she's not talking to me at all. Oh, let me show you the presentation. Well, I think I lied to you about the presentation and what we do here. So anyways, I'm like, it may not be me, it's whatever. So she walks by me and she goes, something smells good. What is that? And of course, when people say that, I'm thinking it's always something else. So just like at the fight party, what you got on, I'm thinking it's about my clothes. When she said, something smells good, what is that? I'm thinking she's talking about something else in the room. So boom, I don't know, maybe it's the diffuser, but it really wasn't the diffuser. It was me, she said. So I was like, all right, I got you, girl. So I normally wear this fragrance like in the spring, or basically it's like a throwaway. Like, yeah, I'll wear it, or a dumb reach, as you guys call it. So I wear it more time in the spring when I'm going to work, or I don't want to like impress somebody if I'm running to the store. Just when I want to smell good, but I don't want to be the best smelling guy in the room, and I don't want to like, and I know the fragrance isn't going to last, so I know I'm not going to be somewhere for like more than like 8 hours. I'll wear this thing. And yeah, that was the first fragrance I got from it. Like I said, this thing doesn't last long on your skin whatsoever, but I ended up getting that compliment, and I was like, yo, that was pretty dope. Then I end up wearing it not the next day, but the day after, which is where I paired it with a body wash from like Olay or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it has lavender in it and chamomile. I said, you know what? I'm gonna layer this bad boy. Boom, wore it. I felt fresh, right? And as I'm walking, everyone's like, yo, you smell great. It smells like you literally walk through flowers right now. And I was like, flowers? I really don't get that from here. Like from this, I get like a sweet citrus. Yeah, I do get the lavender as well, but I get more of like a whole bunch of sweet citruses in this fragrance. And I mean, I had the fragrance on for a while, so to get that compliment, oh, it's all right, cool. You know, it does this thing. But like I said, I don't know. It improved the performance on this. Usually the projection isn't good, the longevity isn't good, but something about this summer heat, it's doing this thing. And now that I think about it, like all the times I got compliments on it, I got another compliment one day too, where some lady said I smelled like a basket of berries, and I was just like, I don't know what that means. Now I have dreads, or I have locks, so I thought maybe I wore, the jam that day, which is like berry and something. I forgot it's the scent of it, but I didn't have that, so I was like, all right. Now that I think about it, every time I wore it, I had long sleeves on. So I'm thinking that when I sprayed it on my skin, it got attached to the clothing. And that's what made the longevity and projection boost a little bit more with the heat too. So I think that may be it with this one. Now, last but not least, I really don't have a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, I wear it. I overdo the sprays with this one because I don't smell it. And I think that's why too, the days I wore this, I really didn't want to be smelled. Like, just like with Sean John Unforgivable, like it was a throwaway or a dumb reach. It's a dumb reach, but I've been getting crazy compliments on it, y'all. And that's going to be no other than, almost showed it to you wrong. Ferrari Bright Neroli. Now, this is a cheapie. Like I said, it's a throwaway, and you see how much of this I've used, right? That's because I have to spray a lot of it. But I actually got a compliment on this. So first things first, right? You saw the presentation. The top notes in this is going to be bitter orange, citron, and lemon. Middle notes is going to be neroli, orange blossom, rosemary, Szechuan pepper, which is interesting because, anyways, Rick and Morty. Base notes: vetiver, amber, patchouli. So to me, I heavily get the neroli, the vetiver, and the patchouli. I get the lemon, yeah, but I don't get anything else. And that's enough for me. Like, with that being said, you already know that when it comes to freshies, they don't last long. What I like about this is that it actually lasts long, but it doesn't project well at all. Like, it does not leave the skin. Like, you're going to smell it on yourself all day. Don't get me wrong. You're going to smell it. No one else is going to smell it. And it's really faint. Like, you got to get close to it. And it's like a watery grass smell. I really don't know how to pronounce it. So I would say it almost smells like the cacti here in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know if you guys can relate, but like when it's really, really hot outside and the sun is beaming and it hits the sand and it hits the cacti, it just, I don't know, it just has that scent to me. So anyways, long story short, my first compliment on this was at work, and it was by the same girl who never really talks to me, who just annoys me, or who I feel like is annoyed by me. Actually gave me a compliment. Ooh, what's that one you got on today? Ferrari Bright Neroli. Oh, what? I know that must be expensive. It's Ferrari. It's not though. It was like 15, 20 bucks. So I thought that was really, really cool. But I played it up. I said, girl, you know it's Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? So I got that compliment. The other time I got a compliment, I had wore this, I believe, to the Mad Monster convention. Now, there's a whole lot of people there, so I really wasn't really worried about my scent. I just wanted to smell good to myself. So I wasn't trying to overpower anybody, fill up a room or nothing like that. And surprisingly, one of the cosplayers, I believe it was Art the Clown from the Terrifier, was close to me and was like, you smell really, really good. You smell like outside, but good. Now, some of you know when someone tells you smell out like outside, usually you smell like an animal, or you smell like you've been sweating all day, or you just smell like really, really hot, like you just smell like the sun. You've been sitting outside all day. So to say I smell like outside but good was like a really good compliment. So I was like, all right. Another person had asked me if I was wearing what type of oil I was wearing, and I was wearing this. So like I said, when I got those compliments, I was like, yo, that's what's up. I normally don't wear this. It's a dumb reach. Like, to be honest with you, if I'm running to the store, if I'm going to bed, or I just want to spray the bathroom, I do that. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. Just a little recap with y'all, because I haven't done this thing in a while when it comes to the fragrances, but I still love it. As you can tell, the enthusiasm as I present. First thing first, Dolce and Gabbana light blue and tint. I got a lot of compliments from the ladies with these. I even filled up a room, which everyone started the dialogue off me filling up the room with the fragrance, which is crazy. I wear that one during the spring, during the summer. Banger though. Sean John Unforgivable. Also, this one is just a dumb reach. I wear it. I sparingly wear it because of the projection isn't there. The longevity isn't there either. However, doing the summer and wearing long sleeve clothing, I think that does the job. Banger. And I should have been wearing this more. I actually bought this fragrance based on a female's review, which is crazy. I need to find her video, by the way. Give her a shout out. I say that in every video. And then last but not least, Ferrari Bright Neroli. Yeah, it is a cheapie. It's also a dumb reach that I use too. Doesn't fill up a room. Very, very, very close to the skin type fragrance. However, it smells natural. It smells like an oil. It smells grassy, which just works great in Arizona because all you have is sand and cacti and flowers. You know, that's really it. So yeah, man, let me know down in the comments, what were some of your most complimented fragrances during this summer? Are you in Arizona? Let me know. If you're in Arizona, please let me know what you wear in the Arizona heat. Also, let me know down in the comments, what are your opinion on each one of these fragrances, when you wear them, how you wear them, what have your reactions been. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you made it this far. Your tribe or your vibe attracts your tribe. Go ahead, become family. Make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm can share this video with everybody out there who likes this type of content. Also, you share this video to any and all social media platforms, specifically to anyone you think this video would be cool for. With that being said, y'all, peace, love, and blessings.